If you're watching this, I assume you're working in SaaS. You might be working at a startup at a stage where you should think about the UX, or at a company where product demos are getting impossible to scale. Either way, if you're looking for the answer to the question, should I go with in-house or third-party user onboarding? This is the place. Let's go. To fully understand the discussion, let's first see what in-house and third-party means in SaaS and user onboarding. Be it onboarding or not, handling something in-house often means getting your inner teams to solve a problem or smooth a process with inbound efforts. This could be your devs and designers building an onboarding flow as much as it can be your marketing team making videos for YouTube, like I am doing right now, instead of outsourcing it. Third party is then the opposite of this approach. It's using third-party products or outsourcing a creation or effort for your product. And if you ask me, it's basically knowing your strengths and weaknesses. Like if your designers and devs are short on time and manpower to finish a launch, you can't just get them to start working on a new onboarding flow as well. In the same way, there could be an AI talking here instead of me, but could AI do this? Turns out I can't do it either. So now you know the difference between in-house and third-party, but we still have a user onboarding flow to build. And if you have already started hesitating, let me remind you that 97% of companies say good user onboarding is necessary for a product's growth. Now, let's talk about the pros and cons from a user onboarding perspective. All right, let's talk about rolling up your sleeves and doing it all in-house. It's like cooking your favorite dish from scratch. Sure, it takes more time and effort, but you get everything just the way you like it. Here's the scoop on why some teams go all DIY. 1. Security. Imagine your data is a treasure. Going in-house means you're burying it in your backyard with a map only you have. You control who gets in, making sure everything's locked up tight. 2. Customization. It's your playground. Want to change how something looks or works? No problem. You get to decide every little detail of your onboarding experience, from the welcome message down to the color of your tooltips. And finally, 3, no tech headaches. When you build it yourself, you're making sure everything fits perfectly with your product. No worrying about if this tool plays nice with that tool. It's all in your hands. But heads up, it's not all perfect. Going in-house is a big commitment. You're looking at pouring in time and pulling in your tech team to build and update stuff, and they could be working on other cool features. And remember, every minute you spend here is a minute you're not spending elsewhere. Switching gears to the third-party onboarding tools, you're essentially calling in the cavalry. Here's the deal with these external champions. 1, Ready, Set, Launch. Imagine snapping your fingers and just like that, your onboarding is ready to roll. That's the kind of efficiency we're talking about. While building in-house is akin to a marathon, using a third-party tool is sprinting to the finish line. I'm talking about going down from months to days, people. 2, Cost-effective. Third-party tools is like getting the gourmet experience at a fast food price. These tools offer sophisticated onboarding paths without the hefty price tag of developing them from scratch. Moreover, a third-party tool can be even more cost-efficient than outsourcing to a developer as well. And 3, ease of use. Who said you need to be a tech whiz to create your onboarding flow? A third-party platform is as user-friendly as getting around with a map. If you can navigate a smartphone, you can master these tools, meaning you don't need to reserve precious dev time to start building. Your marketing, sales, and support teams can get their hands on it and deliver. And 4, packed with features. Think of opening a toolbox and finding every tool at your disposal polished and ready to use. That's the level of resources third-party solutions bring to your onboarding game. So then, how do you pick the right approach for you? Ask yourself these 3 questions. Can my inbound teams handle a user onboarding project? We're talking about a product team, your devs and designers at hard work for at least a month on average, with potentially your marketing, customer success, and sales teams also needing to contribute. How fast do you need it ready? A third-party tool can help you launch it within a week, even days in the right hands. A record for a functioning initial onboarding flow at UserGuiding is 4 minutes and 11 seconds from yours truly. Meanwhile, an in-house creation process could potentially take weeks in the best-case scenario. If you're going through a busy quarter, we're looking at months. And lastly, how much can you afford to spend? Now, in-house might sound like it's practically free, but is it really free to lose time and miss out on acquiring your ideal customers? If your budget allows, a third-party solution could be as affordable as any other tool you use daily on your tech stack. And a bonus question just for you. Do you want to start seamlessly onboarding your users with gorgeous in-app elements, gamified flows, and personalized user journeys today, the link to User Guiding's free trial is waiting for you in the description. This was Sarah from User Guiding. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.